Hi guys, it's Jessica here for a Dolly video. I have some things I wanted to share with you. Um, Today is Monday. It's Martin Luther King Day. I usually have Mondays off, not always, but typically. But I've been waiting for the mail because there are several dolls in transit that are close, really close, and I couldn't understand why they hadn't been delivered yet. And then I realized, yeah, it's a bank holiday. It's Martin Luther King Day, so they'll come tomorrow. And depending on how things go, if I'm home when they get here, maybe I'll be able to do a box opening for you guys. So the one that I'm expecting is my Doll Zone, no, excuse me, Doll Chateau Kid Body. That's going to be for my Seed Dolls wall. And I'm a little bit anxious about that now because of some issues that they had with the Doll Zone Tan. If you saw Ann Picaro's box opening. So Minton Card had told me that they didn't think that this order that mine was in was as orange as the Doll Zone order that Anne's dolls came from. And they did send me a picture, and it does look oranger because they gave me a comparison, but not quite as orange. So we'll see. I just really hope that it works out as a body for my wall head. I mean, I've been waiting 7 months for this body, so it's gonna be really disappointing if waiting 7 months and the body is just not really suitable at all. But we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Anyways, the thing that I really wanted to show you guys was this outfit that I have been working on for Herla. I don't want to say that it's finished because I never feel like anything is finished. The corset, remember I had said that I wanted to make it smaller because this one was too long. Here, that's exactly what I did. Here is the original, which I still really like a lot. I really like the, it's bigger, it's a lot bigger so that you can have a much bigger window. Lola has not been snoring all day long. Like, she's literally been in here sleeping and she hasn't snored all day long, and I start a video and she starts snoring. Oh god. But yeah, here is, you can see it's a lot bigger. But for this doll who has relatively short legs, she has short legs compared to my other Twiggling dolls. She has very short, stocky legs, which I love, but this just, she needed a shorter corset to make her legs just look a little more balanced. So I really liked how it complements her better, is how I would say. So, not that you can see too much with all the skirts. Grab something. Okay. So there you can really see the difference. And I do think I can still probably use this corset for my other SD dolls, for my big SD girls. The other thing is that I was contemplating selling this. I don't know if anybody would be interested in it. It would definitely need to be for a bigger SD girl. It would fit the Dolce 26F body would actually fit really good on that. But it's got beading here. I've done the braided ribbon down each side with ribbons. There's 2 layers of lace here and shiny teal ribbon along the top. the bronze colored eyelets in the back. I did the flossing, and it's got this flap in the back to help protect. I worry about these. They're not too bad. They're not too bad. But I just worry about it potentially scratching my dolls or scratching their blushing if they have it. So I've started putting these protective, and I got that idea from my that outfit that I got from Fairyland. One of the Siona set, yeah. But I don't know if anybody's interested in that. I don't know what I would charge for it. I mean, it takes, there's probably 20 or 30 hours work in that, not to mention the supplies, so I don't know if anybody would want to buy that, but so you can see the difference. I used a different ribbon, a lighter colored ribbon, but the same design otherwise, with the embroidered lace in the front, and then the braided ribbon on the sides, and then laced up in the back. And as you can see, I put a panel. Can't see it the best. There's a panel in the back to protect, and also if there's some of the ribbons might stain, so that's another reason I've started putting that back there, in case, especially some of these darker colored ribbons might cause staining. But I sewed, this is two separate skirts, and I've decided, you know, if I'm making these, I am going to do them separately, so that if at some later point I'm taking outfits apart and putting them together, these will all be separate, and I can mix and match them however I would like, instead of them being tied together. So in the future, I will have that option. But you can see there's a layer. I kind of like how that looks. It's actually the same, but it's just like another layer in it. And down here, I have just a little bit of this fabric left, and I had to piece together several pieces to get enough for this long ruffle on the bottom, and then the embroidered lace over the top of that. And yeah, so the bags, these are leather bags that I made. It's been probably almost 2 years ago that I made these, and I had a bunch of them. I made a bunch of these. They were all hand sewn in real leather, and really broke my hand. It's been a long time since I've made any of those, and most of them, these are the only two that I can find. I think most of the ones that I made I had given away, but I do remember this was the bag that I made for Herla when she first came home, first Herla, and it's actually got some books in it, I think. Yeah, some little journals in there. And this one has I embroidered a deer on a piece of felt and made that into this, and sewed it onto some different colors of leather. So they don't necessarily go. I would like to do something with maybe a little more coordinating. Sorry about that, guys. I got interrupted. The phone rang and it just turns off the video. So, but what I was saying, I would like to make some bags that are more coordinating to go with this outfit. And what I imagine is that she goes out into the forest and is collecting herbs and other things that she needs for her medicines, and she probably has all kinds of bags that that she would need to carry stuff in. Yeah, oh, I almost forgot. I made her these socks, and I think, because I wasn't too sure about these Code Noir bootlets. I didn't know if they were just, you know, the color, I love the color, but I didn't know if they were, I don't know, I just wasn't. But once I did the socks with it, I was like, I love it so much. So you might recognize where I might have made these socks from, if you can read that. But it was so pretty, I had to use it. I thought it was perfect, and it was the perfect color too. Look at that lavender. So this this is a bit of a test pattern for some fingerless gloves that I would like to make for her out of some stretchy lace. They're kind of like I don't know. I've seen some different ones that are in human like cosplay outfits, or like when people do these kind of I don't know. I was gonna say Halloween costumes, but just cosplay, Halloween, that kind of stuff. But anyways, for like a typical witch outfit or something. But what I would like to do is the stretchy lace, so that I would be able to put it on and take it off without, because that Siona set came with a pair of these, and you cannot put them on her without taking off her hand, which is not a big deal because it's a magnetic hand. So they're not stretchy at all. And so if you can't take off their hand, you're not going to get it on them. But I want to make it out of a stretchy material so that I don't have to take off her hand in order to put them on. But I would like to use a stretchy lace and then have some, you know, lacy embellishments around. But what I was going to say also was that I actually really like this fabric. I mean, it's the right colors, so I might do something more. I have some more of this. This ribbed, it's the ribbed knit fabric in this alternating light and dark teal. So I might make her a couple of those, and then put maybe some small lace on it, so that she has her little kind of witchy outfit. I'm so sad that I can't find the necklace that I bought for her. I have several of them because I liked them so much. I bought several, and I have one for Mini Herla, and I have two others, and I do not know where those went. I have looked, well, I haven't looked everywhere. I've looked lots of places, and I think I might have like just put them in one of the clothes boxes, and which I try not to put small things like that in those clothes boxes because I will literally never find them again. So I need to go through my clothes boxes anyways, and I want to organize and put like if there's a complete outfit, I want it to go in its own bag. I want to put miscellaneous pants in one. I just need to organize my doll clothes. It's impossible finding anything. I'm like, I know I have this thing, but finding it is an exercise in frustration. So, which is what happens with us in this doll hobby. All of our doll things, that and my crafting supplies. As my crafting supply and sewing supply have increased further and further, I can spend a lot of time and waste a lot of time looking for something. So I need to get more organized. And I've been working on it. I'm working on it. This year is, I want to get that closet I want to install an organization system in there so that I can utilize that space instead of just shoving doll boxes and all the plastic wrap. I save, like, I have a whole closet full of plastic wrap, the bubble wrap. I know a lot of you probably do too, and tissue paper, like different colored tissue paper. But yeah, I'm super happy with Herla right now. I'm just so happy with how her outfit turned out. And I was kind of like, you know, remaking this corset. It was a corset that took a long time and had a lot of details, and I was going to remake it, and I just kind of felt like maybe I shouldn't have done that. You know, that was a waste of time. I should have moved on to another project. I shouldn't have just recreated the whole thing. But I'm so glad that I did. It suits her so much better. I'm just so much happier with it on her. You know, it really bothered me that the other one didn't fit right. So I'm very happy, very happy with how she's looking. Herla is my most important character, and one of the most important dolls for sure. So really happy with how she's looking. So I wanted to talk to you about this girl. This is my Twigling Elbe, Artifacts Kindred Elbe, and she came back recently, or it was been a couple of weeks now, that she came back from Fitzwig with her amazing face up that's just so intense and gorgeous. She's just so beautiful. She's very intense. She just looks like she is going to kick your butt. So I have been thinking a lot about this girl, and I don't think that she is Kian. And now that I'm sitting here and saying it out loud, it's like, well, yeah, I'm not thinking about it. It is, she's going to be Scarlet. And I don't know why, in a lot of ways, that I didn't come to that realization sooner. I mean, I do think it's pretty soon. It's not like she's been back that long. But as you may know, my ingenues, my elf ingenue, my intention has been, since I got her, almost as long as I've had her, is that she was going to be Scarlet. And when she came back with her face up, which was like probably one of the most detailed face ups I'd given instructions for, like how I wanted the eyebrows, the colors, and all of that. And Fitzwig followed that to a T, and then some. Like, it's just gorgeous. It's exactly what I had in mind for the doll. But I don't feel, she doesn't have the intensity that this doll does, and that is very much Scarlet's personality. And I think, especially when I putting on this red, this burgundy top, and this headband, just with the colors, this is Scarlet. this is Scarlet. Scarlet is a very intense individual, personality-wise. I think of her as a very tough woman, very strong, and warrior type tendencies. I don't have a lot of characters like that, and less that are, I guess my men characters, a lot of the men are that way, but I don't have very many female characters that are like this. And Kian is not. Kian is a scholar. Kian is very gentle. She's going to be the teacher for the witch children. You know, she's just got a very different personality, and you know, gentle is one of the first things that I would use to describe her. And this girl isn't gentle. There's nothing gentle about her. She will kick your butt. Like, she'd be one scary teacher though, wouldn't she? You'd do exactly what she told you to do. Yeah, I've become pretty darn excited. When I made that realization, I was still in the process of remaking this corset, but I already had it in my mind that I wanted to make her a red corset, And let me grab MSD Scarlet so that you can at least see her. So here she is. This is one of my earliest dolls, and very special just because she was. Plus the fact that she's a Constantine. You know, she's a little cat. Cerise doll's Constantine. She came into being, though, as a character, Scarlet, when my friend Miss Mantis sent me this corset. This was a Rauken corset that Miss Mantis sent me a long time ago. When we both were still pretty new in the hobby, and she didn't have a doll that fit it, so she sent it to me, and I put it on this doll, and Scarlet was born. Like, her character was just born. Scarlet is a seamstress, and that's why she's got this pair of scissors at her side, and the scissors are also she's got a pair of magical shears that are also a sword. So it actually can be a tiny pair of shears that she can use to cut fabric and little pieces and do delicate things with, and then in the fairy way, it can be an impressive giant sword when she needs it to be, and that's part of her magic. That's part of Scarlet's magic, is her magical shears. She's I don't know if I wanted to go into a whole big character video about her, because there's a lot of stuff. But she's kind of a butt-kicking character, and the other part of her wardrobe is that she got these 9/9 style jeans, and I have not taken them off of her. She owns these. She's got these mini fee boots. They are hers. Nobody else better ever touch them. They are hers forever. Like, all the pieces of her wardrobe, like, this doll stole everything. She knew who she wanted to be, and this was one of my first experiences of that, with a doll leading me and creating a character. She was my first character that was created from a doll. I mean, she still was part of my universe and my world, but the doll coming together made the character, and she was my first experience with that. So yeah, I love this doll. I love this doll. I'm kind of overwhelmed with what I want to tell you about her. So she's married to Alondria. That's an important story point, an important bit of knowledge. She's married to Alondria. Alondria is Herla's mother, and there was a period of time when Alondria was separated from her husband, her children, her sister, all of these family members that she was separated from and didn't know if she was ever going to find again, and searched for a long time, like thousands of years, searching for them. So that during that period of her life, she became involved with and then married Scarlet. So that complicates things when Amergin and Alondria are reunited. When Danu, and I still don't know exactly how that happens, how if Danu finds him and brings him, that's always how I've kind of imagined it, that it happens. So I don't know the details of that, but there is a point in time when, oh look, your husband is alive, he's not dead, and not only are you remarried, but you're remarried to a woman. So not that widows wouldn't remarry, but it's just there's a lot of complications. But Scarlett as a character, she's a seamstress, which you would probably think of as something that's not a warrior. But the thing about her is that she is a fae. She's part of the fairy race, but it's always been part of the story too that she is a Lorulin. She's part of the Lorulin people, and but she does not have the intolerance and aversion to iron that they do. That is one of the things that most fairy, including the Lurulins, which are a race of fae, they are not able to handle or tolerate iron, much less handle it and use it to make things. Most fae, if they do have to have something out of metal, it's going to be gold or silver. But that is part of the reason that she is a warrior, is because she can touch iron. And one of the things that fae that can touch iron do and tolerate iron is that they oftentimes become a lot more entrenched in the human world and in human lives, because they can be around the things that humans are going to be around, which is a lot of stuff made of iron. And I don't know, I'm trying to decide like how to simplify this and not make this go too long. But yeah, so her scissors they allow her to be a seamstress, but part of that is that she is a warrior too. So I just kind of wanted to introduce and remind people of this character, because I think it's been a really long time since I've talked about her a lot. Let me set her back over here. And so it's really important, part of her character, or part of the doll, I should say, is that red Rauken corset. So I've started making her one. And not that this is the only thing that she can wear, that she has to wear a red corset, but I definitely want to make her one. So I'm making this, I've finished this, the base part. So, nothing else has been done, none of the embellishments, the eyelets, nothing. But we've got this done because I did decide, it's been quite apparent to me for a while now that this is Scarlett. I'm not sure yet who I'm going to say my ingenues is, but she's not Scarlett. This is Scarlett. And she just makes me so excited for the character too, and the things that this character can do, and the aspects of her personality. She's very different in a lot of ways character-wise from a lot of my others. So I find this just very exciting and awesome that she's Scarlett. As far as Kian goes, I still want to have Kian in an SD form, and Twigling Oryx is the Twigling sculpt that has very Asian features, and so she's really high on the list of prospects for becoming Kian, who is a Buddhist scholar, and some other possibilities for that character. Just went on my mind. Mary Dolphing. I would love to have a Mary Dolphing on the new Petrichor body, in a darker skin tone. It doesn't necessarily have to be. I think my Olathe is in cookie dough. So I like the cookie dough, maybe even a little bit darker like my Zuri, but I don't know. So I know either way I'm getting an Oryx, because I am going to have at least one of each of Twiggling Sculpts, and so I will have an Oryx, but who is going to become Keon yet, I'm not sure. So, but this is Scarlet. Keon's not here yet, unfortunately. But I am happy that, because this is a really kick-ass Scarlet. Okay, so I got some things I need to do. I feel like I'm forgetting something, but I think I hit the main points. I have got to go run some errands, so I'll catch you guys later. Hope you're having a great Monday, and I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.